Of course, we begin tonight with those wildfires burning throughout the state. The Slate fire just started up this afternoon north of the valley, and it caused a headache for drivers. Crews are also still fighting the Badger Springs fire. Remember, that one broke out last night.
It has been an active season. We're in week 2 of the Woodbury Fire, now one of the biggest fires in the state. That fire is near Roosevelt and Roosevelt Lake. Nearly 80,000 acres have burned in that one, and it's only 24% contained.
We do have team coverage tonight. Ashley is in studio, Arizona's weather authority tracking those winds and just how they are playing a factor in these fires.
But tonight we're going to begin with Ryan Sims. He's one of the few people who got to go behind the fire lines of the Woodbury Fire.
Acres of ash and incineration all around.
You're up along the 180
For
highway.
14 days now, the Woodbury Fire has raged through these hills near Roosevelt Lake with no end in sight.
This fire was different from the beginning because of the terrain it's in. It's in very, very difficult terrain.
Today we got to look at the destruction firsthand. Fire workers say this is the first major fire to hit in this area in 70 years. You walk through here, you really get a sense of just how fast and intense the flames swept through here, so much so that a symbol of the desert, this saguaro, is no more, totally scorched and probably just a few days away from toppling over. The result, scores of scorched plants, many of which will not be making a comeback for decades.
Saguaro has to be about 30 years old before it can reproduce, and it needs to grow under another plant like a Palo Verde.
Crisscrossing the area between Miami and Roosevelt Lake today, our only company out here were the firefighters themselves.
They had several crews
Talk
here.
to them, and they'll actually point you to success. That's because no structures or homes have burned here, and the goal is to keep it that way.
That's the firefighters' whole purpose, is to protect those values at risk, and that includes people's houses.
Firefighters say they've been able to tackle the flames here because of a close vantage point, truly close. Instead of being based in Miami, they set up a special camp here within miles of the flames. They tell us it has sped up their emergency response by upwards of an hour.
It puts them exactly aligned with where they need to be in order to do their work.
Tonight, the good news, nobody's been hurt here, all while evacuations continue. Firefighters say the Woodbury Fire is currently one of the biggest in the entire country. In Miami tonight, Ryan Sims, Arizona's Family.